Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative Two-Time Mom, and this video is going to be April homeschool favorites. So it's that time of the month again. It's time for another homeschool favorites video. This video is actually part of a collaboration that is hosted by FullTimeWifeLife, and I will leave the link to her video down below so you can go check out all the contributors. I try to make a video like this every month, sharing with you some of our favorite homeschool items, and this month I have 5 of our favorites. So let's get started. So I wanted to pick things that really spoke to where we were at this month. It is spring and we are having, you kind of get the giggles, you kind of get spring fever in the spring, and so that's when I feel like I have to be the most creative about reaching my kids. So I have some different things around me that have really helped to continue our learning throughout the month, but also to just have a good time together. I feel like part of homeschooling and the blessing of that is being able to laugh together and build those relationships. So the first 2 things I have to share with you are books, of course. And the first one is Easter Around the World. Now, I shared with you that this was a part of our April morning basket. We had 1 week of April before we hit spring break where we went through and we read 1 or 2 of these every day, and it's stories of different countries throughout the world and how they celebrate the Easter holiday. I like to use books like this because my kids are excited about the holiday that's coming up, but it sneaks in that little bit of social studies and cultures and geography. This one was a favorite for sure. The other book that I have to share with you is Animal Tracks, Wild Poems to Read Out Loud. Now, we've been trying to include more poetry into our morning time, and this was the first book that we started with. They are just silly. The illustrations are absolutely fantastic. They take these animals and they create these very funny characters out of them. And they use the idea of their everyday movements to create a poem. And they're fun. They're just silly poems, a lot of fun to read in the mornings. I caught my kids picking this one out of the library bag quite a bit and really enjoying it. The next 2 things are really simple, really inexpensive, and my son was doing a science fair project on candles, so we just bought these little candles because we needed to burn several different colors. And throughout the day I was realizing it just brought such a fun atmosphere to our home. It was like that one thing, I don't know how to explain it, what it is about candles, but every time we would light a candle, it kind of calmed everybody down. It just set the mood for just being more relaxed and being much more at ease. And so I started to realize, hey, maybe I need to light a candle more often in this house. I've just been picking up these smaller ones, not the tea lights, but the smaller candles from Walmart so that we can switch them out, which has also been fun to just have a small one that burns rather quickly, and then we can switch out the color or the scent. So we're really enjoying candles this month. One of the other things are these little timers from the Dollar Tree. I have 2 of them right now, but I'm thinking about going and getting several more. We've had them for quite a while. The batteries work great. They keep time really well. I use these for several things. My kids have to do independent reading every day. They use them for that. We'll use them for timed drills for math. We will use them for like break time, because sometimes I'll have kids taking smaller breaks throughout the day, and this just helps remind them and remind me. There's so many uses for these. We've been using them in the kitchen, of course. I only have 2 right now, but I want to have at least 3, so I have 1 for each kid, and then possibly a 4th or 5th as backup in the kitchen. And they're small enough that they'll slide right into their pencil box as well, and that's where we've been keeping them. These are a great little item. I don't know why it took me so long to get timers. The last thing is actually by the company Alex, and it is a My Giant Busy Box. We were actually gifted this, and my kids have been having so much fun with it. It's arts and crafts and creative projects for little ones, mostly focused on the preschool age. See, I can tell they've been using it because I can't get into it. Okay, so I finally got into the box. These crafts are mostly focused on the preschool age, but my older kids have been having a lot of fun with them. This is one of the projects that my 9-year-old created with my 5-year-old. They made puppets, and then when they were done with this, they took out all the dining room chairs and the blankets, and they created a puppet theater, and they had stories going on, and they were working together, cooperating and telling stories and coming up with the dialogue, the whole thing. It was really, really cute. I wish I would have filmed more of it because they were very into it. There's instruction sheets about how to create the characters. There was a pizza thing that they were doing the other day where it had reusable stickers, and they could create their own masterpiece of what kind of pizza they wanted, and then you can take these off and reuse them. There's stickers for making a garden scene. There's stickers for creating more characters. There's a lot of like these tissue paper squares in it. Tons and tons. I don't want to get this all out because there's tons of it here, but googly eyes and feathers and lots of like tissue paper, some rolled, some already cut. So this has been one of those boxes that I have been reaching for as they're done in the afternoons and they want a project. It's all kind of laid out for me and the projects are all in there, and so it's easy, especially since my 9-year-old is really into it. She can grab the instructions and help the 5-year-old complete a project. Otherwise, it would probably be me doing it with him, but they've both really been enjoying it. I thought these puppets were absolutely adorable, and there's more of them in there, not just the 2. So it comes with all kinds of stuff. Let me see on the cover if it says how many pieces. It says 16 fun and easy projects. 16 fun and easy projects. It seems like there's way more than that in there to me. Well worth the price. Like I said, we were gifted, but now that I've seen the contents of this box, I would absolutely purchase it if I had a preschooler, kindergartner, first grader to just do projects with them. So that's our 5 homeschool favorites for the month of April. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're loving in your homeschool. I'm always looking for new ideas. This year I have a 6th grader, 4th grader, and kindergartner, but I know there's so many great ideas out there that could be for older grades and younger grades. So let me know what you are loving this month. Of course, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye guys.